We've got Jessy from Bookspring on the line. Good morning, Jessy. How you doing?
I'm great. How are y'all?
Doing good.
Great, Jessy. Thanks for asking.
Trying to stay dry around here because it's a little crazy outside. So tell us a little bit about Bookspring.
Yeah, we are a nonprofit that works in Austin. We serve the whole state, but we primarily work in the Central Texas area. We give out books. We go to schools. We go to preschools. And yeah, we're just trying to promote how fun literacy is and give out some books and have some fun. Yeah.
Right. I was told someone that was a friend of mine who had a daughter that she started reading to very, very early. At some point, she picked up on a lot of words like really early, like about 3 or 4. She was starting to, make complete sense and almost talk to her like a little adult. The thing about reading, I think, is it is very encouraging that, or something that we should encourage kids to do as well, right?
Of course, yeah. And it's really exciting to be able to see different worlds and be able to connect with your friends about really fun materials that you're reading in class. And it is really great for their development. And we are just trying to promote just making it interesting too, not just books that you read because you want to learn something, but reading for fun. It's a great pastime for your whole life and it helps work out your brain.
Exactly. And all 3 of our brains up here definitely need to be working out, that's for sure. So.
Indeed.
I love that concept. That's a really cool thing, I think, to give the kids is to say, you're actually working out your brain while you're doing this. And most kids are like, what do you mean? It's like, trust me, you are. Just give them a giant word or something. They're like, what's that? Trust me, keep working out. You'll be able to lift giant words like this too.
Exactly. Yeah. So we have a really great time, and we've got a really fun event coming up in May where we're trying to fundraise just for our programs so we can keep giving out books to kids. So we're just going to be having carnival games. We're going to have a petting zoo and readers all throughout the event and a couple little local celebrities that you can find out on our website. But it should be a really fun time. And yeah, we're just trying to promote literacy, and we'll also have free books at the event as well for everybody.
Can I ask a question?
Children to adults.
This is Courtney here. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I need to know what animals are going to be at the petting zoo. I might cancel. I have like a basketball tournament that I might cancel on. If you tell me y'all have an alpaca or a giraffe, my son's going to have to deal with me not being there because I'm just saying, let me just stop. What do you got? What animals you got?
Well, I don't want to get you too excited, but we did have a baby kangaroo last year. And
oh my gosh!
Real. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You got to go. I don't want to give you any undue influence, but bruh, you got to cancel. You got to go.
Kangaroo. What? I'll tell you
Just
later.
tell them it's a Wookiee. That way you can say, I did it all for the Wookiee. The what?
Wookiee. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Courtney's about 6'2", 6'3".
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he can basically look a alpaca or giraffe in the eye, so he'll be good.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
Well, we had last year. We also had goats and pigs and really fun, cute little animals like that. But the kangaroo was the top of the charts.
Hey, Jessy, this is Dapper D. This sounds family friendly, so I want to bring my kid. Could I, while I'm there, could I do a swap out? I know I'm sure people like trade books all the time. Could I leave my kid and walk away with a goat? Since you're gonna have one there.
You're going to have to take that up with the petting zoo owner, but I don't see the issue.
Yeah, she didn't say no.
Nice.
My wife's not listening anyway, so I'm good.
Any kid that's I've been in places. Any kid that's lost will get a puppy and a cup of espresso.
Yeah, Jessy, Dapper D again. I'm so curious. Let's just say, forget the scenario I gave you. I'm a single guy. I just moved here to Austin. I got a little time on my hands. For some reason, I'm single and dating, but the dating seems to be really slow. So I got time on my hands, and I want to volunteer. You have no use for me, though, right? You couldn't help me out. I got all this volunteer time. You don't want to use me in that scenario, do you?
We would love to have you. Yeah, we host book sorting sessions of our donations, and so they can go through to our programs. It's super fun. You just have to be 12 years old to volunteer. And day of the event, we actually do have some openings for people to help us out, mainly with cleaning up, helping us put away some of these tents, wrangle the goats, make sure they're in their pen. And so, yeah, we'd love to have volunteers at our headquarters where this event is taking place. And we have a warehouse in North Austin as well. Huh.
So I'm going to I'm going to assume that you're a longtime listener to this show. But if you're not, let me just tell you something about Jabari Warfield over here. He lives in a mansion, and every stereotype associated, he has a library. In his library, it's about 2 stories tall. He's got a ton of books. What if he wants to start giving up some of those books? Because I'm telling you, they're dusty. Every time I pull one off, I blow, and there's just all this dust. Could you take some off of his hands and maybe some other people who aren't as rich as him?
Yeah, we would love to. We have a donation bin outside of our building if we're not open, but we always love to receive your donations of kids' books. You can also organize a book drive if that's ever something you are interested in. We'd love to receive your books. And all of our stipulations are online, but honestly, we'll take anything.
I like the book drive idea. I think
that's
cool.
a great idea. And so the semi-millionaire that Douglas is speaking of, let's say, for instance, I want to do a sponsorship situation here. I see you've got a whole bunch of folks that are sponsoring the Junior League Half Price Books United Way. How can people get involved as sponsors?
Well, you can reach out to our development director. Her name is Bianca, and she would love to set you up with a table. And, just get some great promotions going. We can also set you up with a banner as well that will stay up until the next Bookspring Fest next year. See, we have a lot of people coming up to our building, assuming that we are the Austin Regional Clinic, and on the way out, they do see our signs.
Nice.
Jessy, ja czytają ruskie knigi. What I said
You
there.
have no idea.
What I said there is I read Russian books. So in donations, would you be willing to take, because we're pretty diverse here in Austin, would you be willing to take other language books as well? Spanish, or in my case, Russian. You'll take other language books? And
yes, we would love that. We especially love books in Spanish, but we do serve a ton of different languages locally. You'd be surprised at the different kinds of elementary schools here that have reading integration programs for kids who are English second language, and that's not always Spanish. A lot of times it could be Urdu, it could be, French, German, a lot of different languages locally.
Yeah. I'm also curious, that's Dapper D again. What if somehow this lady, Jessy Morris, calls in from Bookspring.com. She's got great energy, so much fun. She's tolerating our jokes and delivering her message. And then there's a very rich guy that drives a Bentley sitting in the station with me right now. What if he wants to offer some monetary donation? Sure, you're accepting. What are some of the ways people could maybe offer up some donation?
We would love to receive your money. We always do. And of course, we have programs you can give it directly to if you want to make sure it goes to purchasing books, if you want to make sure it goes to helping out the staff at these events. You can really direct your funds in those kinds of ways as well.
Oh, so then, see, that's awesome. So I could make a legacy gift. I could make it the Dapper D contribution. I could do a legacy gift?
Yeah, we would love to do that for you, please.
Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. So give us the rundown once again for Bookspring Fest, which is happening Saturday, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Always. All right, give us the information one more time.
Yes, we're going to have our great event May 4th at our headquarters in South Austin, which is at 1807 West Slaughter Lane. We're right at the corner of Slaughter and Manchac, next to a Burger King and a Discount Tire. It's going to be great. It's going to be from 12 to 6. Going to have a lot of events, books, food, petting zoos, books again, because you really got to emphasize that. It's going to be such a great time, and pretty much every single thing there is free. So please come out and have a great time. Bring your kids.
Sounds good. And how can we find you on the socials?
We are at Bookspring ATX for Instagram. That is a great way to reach us. If you want to email us as well, you can reach me with Jessy, Jessy, at bookspring.org. We also have a great website. That is bookspring.org. You can find a ton of different ways to volunteer, to give books, give time, give money. Yeah, and we'd love to see you all there.
Sounds good. Jessy, thank you so much for dropping by the Morning Grind. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me. This is a great time.
Thank you.
Happy 50th anniversary, Bookspring.
Yes.
Congratulations ahead of time, too.